What is up, my dogs? It's got really warm. I had to open some windows. Ugh. I both should and shouldn't have a hotkey up to transition my my screens. In one hand, yes, that's very practical. On the other hand, I'm probably going to do it by accident. You know, I know me. I know what would happen. I'm going to accidentally do that. The fabricator, that tooltip won't go away, even though I've used the fabricator, and that's going to mildly annoy me. So what was it we were going to do? Oh, we need the money to unlock the thing that lets us... No, we were going to go get potatoes. That's way more important than the harvest right now. This can store up to like 100. So we can actually just totally go get some potatoes. We're storing these. I just remembered, we're storing Tabby and Rock Plorts for a little bit because they've reached rock bottom. Hey! Because, you know, Tid made a very valuable point that, you can store them until they're more valuable. We also store puddle plorts, because why not? Now I just need to remember the way to the... Oh, wait! No, never mind. Unless there's like a loop round here? No. I thought I was really clever for a second there, but I'm not. Yeah, these guys just do not want to fuse up. That'll be fine, you know. Eventually they'll be so saturated with food they will. And if they don't, that's actually not that bad to me. I don't really care. These guys are trouble. They're so damn talented. Every time I go to leave, something needs to be harvested. My farm is so damn successful. It's too successful, even. I would wager. I feel like this is where the way to the Jade Forest is. We're going to double up, okay? We're going to collect as many chickens as we can, and we are going to do a giving to the hunter god if we can find it. It had to be ready to harvest now, didn't it? Alright, we're going round again. We're going round again. Now I know what I'm going to do with these chickens. I'm going to sacrifice them to the god of hunters. It's so mildly inconvenient that I have to run around my house to get here. I'm going to create a teleporter. I'm that lazy. Fuse! Yes. They are hungry. Yeah, you eat, babies. See, that's what I'm doing. I have it set on slow feed, which is fine if they've already eaten. They haven't eaten yet, so they were really hungry. But now they'll be fine. I know there's a lot of purple pool plorts, but I can't deal with you right now. I know I was going to sacrifice those chickens, but I'll sacrifice other chickens. Oh, you're fine. Whatever. Nah. There's always other chickens. There we go. No! You only accidentally launch your chickens. See, if I used a different, more innuendo-y word there, that would have been hilarious. Look at all these chickens for me to eat. To sacrifice to the gods. Ugh. Can't be bothered to harvest different types of chickens right now. But I can murder these ones. Speaking of murder. He might live. He lived! I'm not even mad. He deserved to live. So what? Wait a minute, why are we going here? We actually don't need to go here. I confused the two areas. I need potatoes. I need what's taters precious, what's taters A. Or... No, that's something else I can do. Or I could turn this when it dies into carrots, because we don't have enough vegetable storage, is the thing. You know what we are going to do, a sacrifice to the god of hunters, just maybe not right now. Because those guys in there only eat vegetables, which is fine, but we don't have any way to grow vegetables right now because everything else is being used for everything else. So I definitely do want taters. Because the advantage of giving them their favourite food is that they make double the amount of plorts, which, curiously, is double the amount of money for me. Directly into my pocket, which I can use in unlocking more science and more... Now, the mission done. We found taters. We'll get some more food because... Gold slime. Okay, we got a gold... We fed the gold slime. That's the first time I've ever managed to do that. And this was only a short visit. We didn't want to be here too long. We just wanted to get some taters so we can start growing some taters. The taters we won't be paying that much attention to. I just want them. Like, it's more sensible to have them here, but I don't think they'll grow. I don't know that, I just think that. We only need the singular tater. What are you doing out there? You should be in there. In them. And we can get more chickens to feed them because we always need more. Crunch, crunch. And then maybe if we, you know, don't use one of these, at some point we'll grow something else. But I definitely like to try and have a farm for each slime type, you know? There's no reason not to have their favourite food, even if we don't go and get it every time. I think. Because it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And if we then, like, decide, oh, I don't care about their favourite food, we could just turn the farm into something else eventually. And now we'll go and feed the hunter slime because I want to. I kind of want to explore all the areas before we start deliberately going for stuff like science. I mean, it's been a day. Has this made me anything? Jellystone. Oh, and those things get used up once. So that stuff is this science program is way more important than I thought it was. We should always have one science thing going. Can I put this in here? Yes. Can I put chickens in there? No. Oh. Cool. Thanks, Dankist. I don't know how you donated that though, because it didn't go in through anything. Unless it's like something else. I don't know. I don't want to be that guy, but I suspect that might have been a meme donation. By the way, I respect even memes. Yeah, so we only lost a cycle. Which means we really need to start... We need to get to a point where we have a ton of money and then do nothing but use these for science. You know, but we don't have enough money for that yet. So we'll just absorb some stuff every now and again, and then we'll focus on science later on. Super cool idea that you can like put these harvested things in the world and stuff. But that's okay. What were we gonna do? We're gonna go to the jungle and we're gonna pray to the food gods. After we give our cats some chicken. I know every time I'm like, ooh, chickens. But then I go do something else, but there's always something else to do. I'm at the point now, there's always something to do in the farm, you know? So I could just stay in the farm almost all the time. But I want to unlock other areas. I want to unlock at least all the areas in the game currently before I, really delve into science. Like, we can start setting some stuff up for science, but most of it I think will be, you know, later game content. And we probably won't play this game for many more weeks. I mean, unless I set up another particular game day. I don't know. I kind of do want to set up another game day where I do nothing but playing games, but it's managing time right now. I might Wednesday night. Wednesday night is a good night for me right now, but it will not always be free. That's the night I'm planning on doing a D&D show. So I continue my Tuesday art streams, because I love my Tuesday art streams. I was gonna absorb it, but like that's not sensible. In fact, I've got to go back there and get the chickens before they get eaten. Before they get eaten. They got eaten already. Yeah, Tuesday art days are staying. Wednesday is so I might play this again on Wednesday night. It depends, you know. Wednesday I do have one of my D&Ds, but that won't be for very long. You know, eventually that Wednesday D&D is getting closed because Wednesday's going to become like a work day. So for a time, I think that Wednesday game streams will go until I finally finish the D&D, which is great. But I will have to figure out when I'm doing YouTube uploads. That's fine. the thing was with the art streams, if I'm in a mood where I really don't want to paint, which sometimes happens, or we finish early, we can play. But I don't really like to play. I just realized the moon has a slime face. I don't really want to play like the game I'm playing on my game streams. You know, this is like a series. Because then if someone doesn't show up for those, they miss out, and that's okay. I mean, that's fine. There'll be VODs, but I don't want to basically force people to watch VODs to watch what they want to watch. That ain't right. I don't think we have enough chickens by a large number. But I think if we stay here overnight, I think the chickens do spawn every morning. In the wild, anyway. So, we might get something going on. Because a lot of chickens do stay here. It's just difficult to, because there's so many angry hunters. This is not going to be enough for the hunter slime at all. The hunter slime demands a larger tribute. I have already fed him a little bit. Whoa! Lad! Get out of here! Go on, get. Yeah, it would have been very clutch if I managed to do that. Not a surprise, not a surprise. I'm not dying. My very careful, balanced ecosystem of my farm will not handle me dead for a day. It cannot do that. Oh, these slimes are just gonna die. I forgot there's a ton of chickens in this area. I haven't been back here for a little while. These little these little islands. I think there's sometimes chickens down there too, but they probably got ate. Oh yeah, because this is the area above the other areas. Well, let's collect more chicks and sacrifice them to our god, and then we can decide what we do. Because I've probably gotten more than enough right now, which is fine. Because anything we don't need, we can just feed to our people. We'll make sausages out of it, basically. Really thought how good are sausages? Sausages are like probably one of my favorite food types. Like, sausages are great. And the thing about sausages that's so good is like you can cook a bunch of sausages and then like snack on them for a while. Man, the reason why I like this game is they keep adding new stuff. I was just thinking about how this water gun is so useful and the touche thing. But we didn't always have that. We only got that like 4 hours ago in game. But it completely changes the way games are going. I just got just talking about our PUBG streams, and someone decided to message me on Steam instead. I forgot to set Steam to mute itself, so that will be in about an hour. The chickens are so good. Like, this game is... I have actually got no complaints about this game other than, you know, momentary complaints. You know, like, oh, it's so annoying that this does this at this particular time. You know? The game as a whole, I've got genuinely no complaints. It's beautiful, it's funny, and it's well designed. Yeah, but me and Tantus, we talk on basically every social media. Sometimes it's Twitter, sometimes it's Skype, sometimes it's Steam. I don't mind as long as that social media is silenced. Me and Scott did that for a while before we basically decided to only use Steam. Oh man, going to this area a day is way safer. I kept going here at night. Come on, big boy. Oh, what? Oh, it was a key. It was on its side. Forgot that these give money. Slime fossil? What? What? Now we're in the science stage. There's all these new stuff like Tiv, you were saying that you played this game. Like, there's now an entirely new mechanic in the game. Yeah, lab refinery. There's all these science things, which is really cool. Aside from you can only hold a few of them, but I guess that's kind of like the inbuilt balance. Now there's wax too. Let's get some of that, because these are probably rare, right? Because they're coming from the hunter. All right, and now we're gonna go home. It is a good way to keep me interested. Because I haven't played it I haven't looked at it for so long. Thought this game was way less than it was, but it's so much more. Like, this is a genuine recommend, and I think, not 100%. You actually now you can buy, basically you can buy this game from me, and I get some of the profits down below. I'm pointing, but I haven't got my camera on. So, you know, if you think this game is freaking cute, that's the best thing to do. Downside is I think you're then forced to use the Twitch launcher. But I think they'll probably change that one day. Because no one likes that. I know you're hungry, but I need to find where... I need to remember where I put your food. This is mainly my issue right now. Oh, that's right. You're now sharing your food with the other ones. Well, you guys will definitely get them first, because you need them more. You're better. If anything, the other guys will get the regular fruit. We'll do a loop at the farm before we go put the key somewhere. Where do we have doors that haven't been used? I think there's one in each of the big areas in the forest and in the quarry. Yeah, force launch is bad. Oh, we really need to do a harvest because everything is full. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to feed everyone and then we're going to harvest everyone. I know I shouldn't come here yet because I haven't got any food for you, but I will do a loop. I wanted to put these in the thing because now there's all these like MMO style resources to gather. I'm not sure that buying it from Twitch makes you use the Twitch launcher. I've never used the Twitch launcher. I know Twitch Prime uses the Twitch launcher, which is why I haven't used any of the games I've got on Twitch Prime because they use the Twitch launcher. And also, I have games to play, you know? I don't necessarily need these extra ones right now. Which is funny to say. You might just get a code you can use anywhere, honestly. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Hey chickens, chick me a din. Doop 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 doop. Whoops. Oh, I did a dumb. I've got now filled my inventory with so much grunk that I can't do anything. Well, at least now I can do this without schlucking anyone up. Koyad, glad you managed to make it in the end. I have been reliably informed by a scientist that in the end it doesn't even matter though, so bear that in mind. You're in time for the probably around twice daily harvest. Yeah, I'm gonna replace. I like having it fruit because fruit is very valuable. But we need more. Nah, it's gonna be fruit. We can get carrots so easy. Case in point, I have like 7 carrots and I wasn't paying any attention. Let me go back and get the mint so we can feed that to our boom slimes. Boom honey. Boom honey sounds like a name of a pop singer to me. You're on a road trip today. Where'd you go on a road trip to? Anywhere interesting? Anywhere I know? Because, you know, I probably won't know. Look, these guys are real hungry. So, you only eat fruit though. Which is annoying, so I don't have anything not fruit to give you. And these guys will eat anything, so I will give them carrots right now. So they will eat anything. Just because the automatic feeder feeds them pretty slowly, which is on by design. Boom honey also sounds like a porn star name. It really depends what walk of life they end up taking. Oh, these guys are fine. I thought these guys would be starving, but they're actually okay. A cheese factory that served ice cream? Sign me up. I guess if you've got a cheese factory, you have all the stuff to make ice cream. So you might as well, right? Kind of makes sense. Alright, I did store some plorts for a little bit to make them go up in value, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I did it for a little bit. But it's harvest day, baby. We're going to make so much money. So we need money again. There's upgrades. We didn't even get the thing. Like, we've got the thing to unlock boxes, but we haven't even used it yet because we haven't got the stuff. Good thing about not harvesting for a while is that we have now made money, more money, but we may have maxed out some of our storage. Yeah, I was gonna sit on resources for a while, but I just don't. I prefer having a constant supply of things that aren't as valuable. Which is funny to say, but that's sort of the situation I'm in right now. In this game. Yeah, we're actually maxed out on some resources, which is hilarious. Huh. Is there a guide to this game? I don't think this is the kind of game where there's like an exact right way to do it. I imagine if you look online, you'll find a guide. You'll probably also on YouTube, there'll be people willing to tell you the exact min-maxy ways to play it. I'm just playing it sort of randomly. We skipped a slime. Interesting. what time it is. I'm being attacked by a bug. All stream, every stream. I can't have a stream where I'm not attacked by bugs, can I? What's annoying is you can only store one lot of each. But yeah, if you wanna know how to play this game, probably not the right person to watch. I don't know how to play this game, which means it's actually probably a good way to learn to watch because I'm not gonna do everything perfect. You'll learn, you'll see better ways to do it. No, where's the friends? Yeah, this is definitely a game where I was saying earlier, it's like I don't care about making the most money possible. I don't care about you know, doing the quests. Although that quest is totally doable. Not at all worth it, but I'm going to do it. But it's just very fun to play, you know? It doesn't need to have a way to win because it's fun. It doesn't need to have an end. I feel like this is a game, the devs could continuously support this game, and they could lean on it for years. And that's not even, like, exaggeration. Oh, yeah, you know why, Koyad? That's because we don't get to choose as affiliates. Mine is not Ollie, it's Ollie Ran. I think it's actually Ollie Ran when my emotes go through. We don't get to choose as affiliates what our emotes prefix is, which is slightly frustrating. It's not the worst thing in the world, it's just like, okay. Very much just, ugh. You know what I'm going to do with these ones? I'm going to put them in the refinery so you can refine some stuff. Hey, bud. You can stay away, could you? Can you stop exploding on my spine, please, lads? I do sort of need one. A spine, that is. I didn't expect Harvest Day to take so long, but it's taking forever. I mean, I did expect Harvest Day to take so long. I don't know why I'm lying about it. I've got enough room. I am! And I'm also gonna stream a little bit after this, because some folks want to play some PUBG. Player Unbuttoned Battlegrounds. It's a very different game than you think it is. Hey! Thank you for the bits. Kind of blends in right now, but the way the bits work is a different color for what whatever you upload. But I'll tweak it. I can actually you know, tweak things a lot there. You drew up the map for your homebrew world? Ooh, that's great. My D&D show is close to being ready. I just need to find, you know, a cast I'm happy with. So I'm going to be doing it in my homebrew world, the one I talk about quite on my art streams. So I need to get like a map and like some lore ready for you guys. I might actually make a wiki so that you guys can always see what's up. You're the one I haven't done yet. Ooh, I've not done a quest before, that's hilarious. And yeah, pink plots are probably up in value. Yeah, they're slightly up in value. They're basically just for science. I played this game for so long, Raoul, like 3 or 4 new mechanics are in the game now, today, which is hilarious and great. But we're immediately going to feed the chickens to someone. And we're actually going to, all of this is food. We're going to feed this all to people. This is just food right now. You eat pogo fruit. No, you don't. You eat pogo fruit? No, the pink slimes eat pogo fruit. You eat heartbeats. That's why I was confused, because I did have the right thing. You eat heartbeats. Slightly up. Yeah, but you know, most of the pink plorts are going to be going into the refineries. You know, I don't really want to worry about pink plorts. They are not worth selling. They are used in basically everything. You know what? We should check to see if we can make any of those things from the refinery real quick. Because we're here. I think that's all I needed to do. No, the corner slimes still have stuff to sell. Yes, exactly. We have those ones in there are half crystal slime, half rad slime. So rad slimes eat the potatoes. So I've been feeding them taters. We can't make any of these. So we need a little bit of everything. That's fine. I'm not going to stress about this stuff right now because that is, you know, that's a later problem. I have a key. I want to do that key stuff right now. And money. Did you see how cool the new chroma stuff is going to be? I'm going to get that. Although I could absorb these phosphor slimes and then I could get one of the things. I'll probably end up doing that. Probably end up doing that real quick. But this honey slime I'll sell. No, it's honey slimes that like mint mango. Rad slimes like the potato that I can't remember the name of. Because it's a weird name. I haven't seen... Koyad, I have so many things to watch on Netflix. And guess what I'm watching on Netflix? I'm re-watching RuPaul's Drag Race. So I'm nowhere near up to date on any of my Netflix shows. So I actually do want to watch the Castlevania Netflix series. From what I know about Castlevania, it's about a family that through the ages hunts vampires, right? I don't know how much of that's going to be in the Netflix show. I imagine a lot of it because it's quite an easy concept to convert. The base idea. Ooh, The Office. I haven't watched all of The Office, but that's one of those shows that... the reason why I'm watching Drag Race is because I watch while I work, right? So the reason why I'm watching it so much right now is because I can... it's like trash I can have in the background while working. And then I can make something here. I can't make that, I can make this one. Let's make a couple of these. Oh, I can only make one of them. Well, that's fine, you know. There's a space for an apiary here. We'll put an apiary here. We won't have to worry about it. I just wanted to have something going. I should probably worry about that stuff. Ochre, ochre. That's it. What are we going to do? Key! So what do you think, which key should we go to? There's the two keyholes that I remember. Is one in the forest and one in the quarry. I know there's more, but those are the ones I remember right now. Which one should we go to? I'll let you decide, chat, while I do some general maintenance, aka feed chickens to the cats. You know what? I don't think there is a map. You might be able to find one online, but there's no official map, I think. You know, I agree we should go for the forest. Real quick, I'm just gonna buy these, Sly Toy Shop. I can't justify that right now, but our vac can be, I mean, Firecracker ends up just being white. So what we want for that is definitely Grape Shot. We want our tech to be white, because that's awesome, and our house can be Grape Shot. Yeah. Yeah! Okay, forest it is. Off we go. I have to remember where it is in the forest. I think it's to the left sort of area. I'll collect this for later. We'll leave that. We'll be going there in the middle of the night, which is usually the best way to explore a new area, but there's so much to do at all times now. I don't really like resting. I wouldn't be surprised if the devs of the game... Yeah, if the, I agree. I agree, Lucas, that they totally should have storage areas. Now, I'm willing to bet, because of the tech screen, you can place stuff out in the world. I can't see any right now, but I'll show you in a minute. You can place stuff out in the world, these science materials. I'm willing to bet that one of the unlockable ones is a mini storage area, right? So that then you can do that. You can have these mini storage areas, so I can like have a farm storage that I go back to later. I would be surprised if that isn't a thing, actually. At least in the current version of the game. There we go. Totally remembered where to go. I'm guessing this isn't... Ooh, hello. A ruin. What? This is another super cool thing. Yeah, I actually respect that. You should probably keep if you want to play this game, you know, enjoy it on your own. Don't watch a Let's Play, you know. This is definitely something not to be spoiled, because I haven't looked into the game and I'm enjoying it so much right now. And I feel like this area may be a huge spoiler. I've not seen this door before, but I'm going to imagine you need a plort of every kind in here, right? Because look, there's plort holes. Okay. New fucking objective. Let's do... So should we do this door, or... Oh, Lucas, that's a great way to listen to my content. So many people do that, and I'm wholly with it. So should we do this door, or should we do the last... one of the Gordos that's left, the Rad Gordo. I think we should do the Rad Gordo first. Plot holes does sound like plot holes, but I'm guaranteeing the plot is dramatic and is not disappointing. I mean, we're right here. We might as well put this one in to see if I'm right. It might require more than one, in which case it's better to find out now than not. Cat statue. The door is super tempting. What? What? No, that's a rock slime. That's why I'm confused. Yeah, sorry, I thought there were cat ears. Where's the cat one? Boom. Phosphorus. Green. Rad. Honey. Where's cat? Or tabby? I'm like guaranteeing there is a tabby one somewhere, because there's a grey crystal. Oh, this music is really nice. If this game's soundtrack ever goes up on Spotify, guaranteed it's going to be added to the art stream playlist. Ooh, is it up here? Because look, there's a grey one. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so it's one of each. We are coming back later. We're going to feed the rad slime first. I know it's very tempting, but I'm only going to stream this game for about 30 more minutes because some folks want to play PUBG, and I'm a crazy person and I'm not even going to stop streaming So we're going to go back to the door. We're going to go back to the door. We'll worry about it later. But what we'll do right now today is the rad slime. Because that's vegetables. Vegetables are pretty easy to get. Whoa! Absorb. Stony chicken, what are you doing here? This is not your natural habitat. Keep getting in the way. I know you can just... It's probably easier to go through until the portal, actually. It's 100% easier to go through to the portal. There's one of each aside from Hunter. I don't think Hunter was on there, but everything else was. Aside from Crystal. Hunter and Crystal aren't on there. But if they are, whatever, we can just go back and find them later. Oops. Get out of here, you bad boys. Don't bite me! Oh, I went to a useless area, didn't I? No, you can go through here. But yeah, that's next stream. Okay? That's next stream. Which will be either Wednesday or next Sunday, it depends. Wednesday is a good day to stream, but it depends on how much work I've got done. If I haven't finished the commission next week that I'm doing right now for my D&D commission, I might end up working on it on Wednesday instead. You know, Wednesday at the moment is a maybe stream day. Which I know is a bit of a cop-out, but I can cop out whenever I want to cop out. It's my show. My show, I can do what I want. You can do what you want in your show. So we'll just do a little bit of feeding real quick because I have food. Oh, hello, phone. You're beeping at me. Is that a Skype message from someone like, hey, do you want to play video games? Ooh, thank you for the bits. I'm always appreciative of it. You ruined Dale Repop. My D&D group is sassing me right now. My D&D group is sassing me. And like a ton of other messages. Ton of other messages. Ugh. Yes, sass, son. They are. They. You know why? Last D&D session, they made a joke about I said something about someone having an unoriginal character as a joke, and they were like, yeah, you know what's original? Playing an elf necromancer, and I was like, you don't know the political landscape of Eberron, okay? That character's super interesting, and they like they posted it in the Discord again. It's like making fun of me, the assholes. They're making fun of me. They will not be alive for this. They're sassing me. They're sassing me. So what we're going to do is we're going to check if anyone needs food. They need food. They need a lot of food. Oh, dear. But everyone else is okay, aside from, I think, the rad crystal slimes will also need food, so we'll grab them. They're both in this area. And then we'll do a loop collecting as much vegetables as we can off the floor. And then we'll go to the rad slime, who I think is going to need a lot. He might take a couple of visits. I'm not a kind of DM. I don't punish players for sass. I do punish players for not showing up. If you don't show up on time and you're doing a dungeon, that dungeon gets harder. If like most of the group does that, and I let them know it too. I say it to their faces. We have so many roosters right now, I'm actually just gonna, you know, harvest some of them. Taters already. Taters. I love the rubber duck. Oh, it's so cute. I'm gonna give the roosters to the other ones. The ones I do not give much food to, because they always end up being starving. These guys in the back. Honey slimes. I need the toy maker because the toys are adorable. You're at 100% correct. I'm not arguing. But it's money I don't have right now. I mean, I do actually factually have it, but what if I need it for something else? What if I need it? I knew it. Alright, we're gonna do a loop. We're gonna do a loop and then we're gonna find the quarry. That's a good question. Other things that DMs do. I'm very casual on the rules compared to other DMs. But usually if someone's like, can I do this because this? I'm like, sure. That's just the way I like to play though. Which has led to like, the Paladin has like a really cool shield bash ability they occasionally use. It's led to like some cool lore things. What else? Things that I let slide. I don't let a lot slide because, you know, I guess I let sort of going off into random tangents slide a lot, but that's because it's usually me who does it. You know, if we end up having a random conversation about nothingness, it's my fault. I don't know. I'll have to think. Because most of my other experience in D&D shows has been on D&D shows, not D&D games, which is a different beast. No, we act differently on the D&D show because we're putting on a show. Not much, but not writing notes. Oh, my Thursday game does not write notes. They do not remember characters' names. And I don't punish them super bad for it because it's not like I'm going to cancel a session on it. The reason why that session still exists is because that's the only way like this group of friends from uni still hangs out, you know? So I'm not going to punish them hardcore for it, but I am going to start punishing them. I say that all the time, but like usually I'm like, oh, you can do a history check to remember such thing. I'm going to just straight up stop doing that now because it's really got on my nerves. I might as well collect thoughts until I can't, you know? Because that, you know, I'm more lenient than other DMs, but even so, I might be too lenient, which is recovered, cause bad habits. They've even gone to something I'm not lenient on. If they don't write an item down in their inventory, that item is gone. They have left it. A character once lost several thousand gold because they didn't write it down. I was like, no, they lost a really big bomb, like a plot-centric bomb, because they didn't write it in their inventory, and they was like, well, you just lost it. You know, if you've got an item, even unless it's like a short plot item you're carrying for like a part of one session, you don't want to lose that. Did I feed this one yet? I did. This goes to the this place. Okay. Well, we can come back here later. Oh, I forgot where the rad slime is. I think it's this way. One thing I definitely did while making my character, but it doesn't make it easy as a DM, but I know it's very fun as a DM, is I definitely left my family alive. One, you know, having my family be dead is annoying, but I wrote out my backstory, and one thing, like, if you're playing in any game, even if it's not a show, you want to write out a really detailed backstory because a good DM will use that. You know, they will be like, oh, your backstory has this, this, this. It'll come back to haunt you, and it'll be a really good story. What I did is I left Stalbor's parents alive, and then I told them, like, in the details, like, this is what they do, this is their job, this is where they are. Because, as a DM, That is really fun to work around. Having a family to like torture and not you know, all that stuff is really fun to have show up later, to have show up in plot. Oh, his aura gets bigger the more I feed him. Oh no. That's actually really bad. I love Star Ball. The thing is with me is like, I'm always very much that your characters should be more than their class and race. Stalbor has so much going on with him that isn't just because he's an elf necromancer, you know? It's related to him being an elf necromancer, but he's not just, I'm an elf who raises the dead. And, you know, for like your first game, sure, that could be totally fine, you know? But in general, I want so much more from my players, in my games, from the stuff I watch. I'm not like gonna apologize for it. I want more. I actually like I'm talking to one of the people who is going to be in my D&D show, and he got a little annoyed at me because he wanted to play a homebrew race, and I'm fine with that, but not a homebrew race that I haven't made for our first show. Playing a homebrew race that I've made, the reason why those are okay is because they're in the world, they're in the lore, you know, they are part of it. But playing a homebrew race that's like you just found on Reddit, sure, I can make it join into the story, but it's always going to have a bit of a disconnect. I don't think I found this one yet. So I was like, maybe you should think of a character who's more than just a race, you know? He was like, it's going to be boring. I was like, people will make really interesting characters that are just a default human fighter, you know? And he's one of those people, if he actually tried. It really sassed me. That person isn't in chat. And they won't ever be. They don't watch. Which is funny, because they'll be on the show, but they don't watch. Frank is good in that he makes very detailed characters, yes. So he's on my maybe pile. So we'll see. Well, no, Frank isn't on my he's on the maybe pile, not the yes please pile. My maybe pile and yes please pile are both pretty small right now. But then my D&D show I don't need to have for a long time. You know, if I spend a really long time and I get really bored and I don't have more people I want, I'll be like, sure, Frank, get in here. Oh, as in like, you know, there's people I definitely don't want on the show, there's people who are on maybe, and there's people who I definitely do want on the show. Frank's a maybe. Frank's a maybe. I'm not going to find enough food, am I? Nah, I guess we're going back. Well, let's go up here first. I forgot I have treasure. I forgot about the whole treasure thing. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go back home. We're going to go back for the rad slime another time. We're going to do our food stuff, and then Midori. See, that's really like a default human fighter who is a compulsive liar is a really good character, because then you start asking questions while you're making that character. Why are they a compulsive liar? Were they always a compulsive liar, or is it something to do with their family? What happened with their family? What was the situation that made them a compulsive liar? Was it because they were always on the run from the police? Were they like a traveling band of criminals? Is that why they always lie? And you know, could that maybe comes into sort of a bit of kleptomania, you know, stuff like that? That would be really fun. And what would be fun about that is that you're not playing a rogue, you're playing a fighter. You know, there's even more questions being asked. The problem with me is that it's an awkward time in some time zones, and for a little bit of everyone. So a lot of people I've asked can't play, which is a shame. So. Green! Okay. Slime enrichment pre-occupation whatever we hand to ranching causing slime toys! Okay, by the time we've read this email, we have our slime toy machine. I'm willing to bet that the slime toy machine, here it is. Oh, only needs money? Oh, they're less shy. That means I might be able to have more. Right. These toys are going to be so cute. Oh, nearly. You want to play with the toy. You want to play with the toy. Yes, play it. Play with the beach ball. They just all like jump around it. It's probably going to cause more trouble than not because, you know, slimes can sort of stack. Grab and boom. A little bit of everything, actually. Oh, we're just in time for the bees. Oh, you're right. That's what it said. Chocolate peanut butter of nature? That sounds great. I think. I don't even know if I like peanut butter. I don't think I do. Well, I probably find it just totally fine, actually. I'm probably totally neutral on peanut butter. We don't really have it much in the UK. Like, it's just not easy to get. It's not necessarily really hard to get either. It's just not really so much a thing. So they're less shy, which means I might be able to have more puddle slimes. There you go, here's a rock to play with. Have fun. No, these guys have the rock, you can have the, I'm not able to get that rock out, am I? You guys have the rock, because I don't think there's anything special for the hunters. But, you get the ball of yarn. And you know that my favourite slimes are puddle slimes they're getting another rubber duck. And if they say they're less shy, which means I might be able to afford getting another couple of slimes in there. I'll have to look it up. Look at that, they immediately go for it. They're so needy. They so want it. We are full of chickens right now, lads. It's a good thing. Oops. Oh, you're so cute. Wait, wrong one. Don't blow up on me! I bought you a toy! And these ones, I'm actually going to fold right into the machine. The machining machine. The machine that makes other machines. Because then I can get more resource generators. And then when we've done a cut that, like we do that every couple of days, you know, do the resource generator thing. Then we can, you know, worry about making stuff with it. I've got some stuff left, but not much. What's more important is we need to take this out. Oh, we actually need this stuff, so... Because then we have like a good baseline of like, oh, say we have 30 of everything. That's good, you know, that's a good amount, I think. Here you go, kiddies. There's one left. Your toy is a battery. I hope you guys enjoy it. Because you better, because going in there will kill me. Yeah, you're killing me. No, literally, stop. And afterwards we'll go and do a little bit of fooding because everyone's getting a little hungry, not very, but you know, we want to stay on top of it. And then, you know, we'll probably actually stop soon, so I can have like a 10-minute break or so before PUBG. You know? I'll be down for that. So I know that you're playing PUBG for a couple of hours. My voice will be dead tomorrow, but I don't need to speak tomorrow, that's fine. Look at that. We can make quite a few things now. We can make a ton of these. But we won't do one every day. We won't do them all at once. We'll do one like every day instead. You know? We have backups. Dad jokes are great. You can make fun of me for dad jokes, but ultimately they're funny. You can't make fun of me for being funny. I'm already funny. Oh, there's an old hen. Probably feed that already. Finally got like the hang of the shooter. Can I upgrade this more? No, it just opens the Slimepedia. One of his mates died. Yeah, melons, and I bet the taters are ready. I mean, I know those are ready. Yeah, we might as well get a selection of this going too. Why not? You know, I don't need to move roosters around. What's the difference between a can of tuna, a piano, and a bucket of glue? I don't know. What? That's a lot of plorts. We'll come back. No, actually, no, I'll do this. We'll launch, and we'll return. I like how we have an old lady hen who lives with the puddle slimes. It's pretty cute, so I'm not going to stop it, you know, it's actually adorable. But yeah, if they're not shy around this thing, I can have like 2 or 3 more, right? You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. I'm going to agree to disagree right there, because I think I can tune a fish. You guys are always hungry. You eat so much. Logistically, you shouldn't eat any more than any of the other animals, and yet you do so much. Like a substantial amount more. It's funny because it only uses the food sping when I walk in because it's spawning. Oh, haha. I love two-tiered jokes. The one in BoJack Horseman, like the two-tiered anti-joke, is so good. The two-tiered anti-joke is so funny in BoJack. So now that I've said it's an anti-joke, though, I can't tell it because it spoils it as an anti-joke. But maybe I'll tell it one day. That's the thing, you know, here at Ollie, we like to laugh. We like to laugh, we like to have fun. So, I don't know how to make a timer like Scott does, but after this feeding frenzy, I am going to be right back for around about 10 minutes. 10-15 minutes. And then we'll come back and hopefully people will be ready to play some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Feel free to stay if you want or not. Absolutely a-okay, fine with you. I'm just going to go get a drink, you know, stuff like that. What do they call it in the business? A bio break, they call it. Because it's weird sounding. But yeah, I'm going to be right back for a bit. We're gonna be back in around about 10-ish minutes. And hopefully, you'll stay and hang out. If not, don't feel, you know, pressured to. I don't mind. It's totally fine. Anyway, I will see you all, anyone who stays, later. Goodbye.